Penang now boasts an estimated GDP of more than $15 billion and houses around 1.6 million residents. But this success comes at a cost. Its urban developments have created negative consequences. One of the side effects of this growth is inevitable waste.
All the dump sites which we have are all open dumping. The smell itself, the pests, the rats, is just very, very scary.
It's not just valuable space that's taken up. The site is also littered with organic waste. This attracts pests, creates harmful gases like methane, and encourages bacteria to thrive. It's a biohazard.
As far as this management is concerned, it is indeed very hurting to hear our minister saying that Penang is the rubbish dump of the Orient.
An SOS was sent out, and it was answered by someone who lived thousands of miles away. For the past 20 years, Australian Ken Bellamy has been working on a remarkable idea: to use nature against itself. His weapon of choice, microorganisms.
There are things that are small that are not good for us, but there are a whole range of organisms that are essential to our survival.
In the 80s, Japanese scientist Dr. Teru Higa had discovered that a microscopic army of bacteria could be created to digest organic matter and kill bad germs.
The understanding that it was possible to grow sets of microorganisms and use them, train them up, just like we would train other animals, so that what they do actually provides an outcome that we want.
There are key strands of bacteria that enable this. The photosynthetic bacteria are the commandos, which break down or digest organic waste. The lactic acid bacteria are the soldiers that hold down the fort and prevent bad germs from growing. While the yeast are the artillery unit, which provide enzymes and other substances to help digestion. Ken's plan was to use these organisms to convert organic waste into a nutrient-rich biofertilizer. Over the years, he experimented with many different micro-organic solutions that were in the market. But he kept facing a stumbling block. Each organism only eats certain types of food before releasing a byproduct. And when this food is used up, the organisms die. What Ken needed was to get certain organisms together so they could live off their regular food as well as each other's byproduct.
I actually went around the world looking for formulations that hung together, where people had put together a mini ecosystem and they could put it in a bottle, basically.
In 2010, Ken finally found his winning formula, and he called it the Regen Bokashi. He presented his plan to Penang's leaders. But having a good idea wasn't enough. Implementation was the key. Using it in the landfill was not an option, as that would mean valuable land would still be needed. The solution was to make a machine that would recycle the organic material as soon as it was considered waste. This is the Bioregen unit. The Heng Yi High School is one of the first venues to have the unit installed. The first step in using the machine is to add the bokashi, as well as a micro-organic cleaning solution to prevent the machine from collecting germs. Then all the waste food is added to the chute. A pedal at the base turns on the faucet and the grinder. The water and waste mix with the bokashi and the cleaning solution in a central chamber, where they go through a dual grinding process, producing a fine organic slush. The solution is then transferred to a large retention tank to ferment for 28 days. The end product is a nutrient-rich biofertilizer. By the end of 2012, 11 units were fitted around Penang. And the public are now becoming more aware of this green initiative and doing their part in proper organic disposal.
I found out yesterday there's a unit that's been purchased that's running around Penang in a mobile circumstance. I didn't know that was happening, but that's fantastic. Right?
In 2012, over 70 tons of organic waste was recycled. But years of neglect have already taken a toll on Penang.